video will cover the test administration nuts and bolts for CTP, Milestones, Check-in Survey, and SelfWise. Designed to help testing coordinators understand the pre-test administration tasks that will help you prepare for a successful testing experience. To begin, you'll find all of the resources that you need on our member portal, MyERB. You can navigate to myerb.erblearn.org and enter your login credentials. If you have any difficulty logging in or have forgotten your password, you can select the Forgot Username or Request New Password at the bottom of the screen. Once logged into MyERB, you will find all the resources you need for a successful test administration on the product dashboard. The product dashboard can be accessed in one of two ways. First, through the tile for the product that you may be using on the home screen under My Products, or through the main navigation at the top of the screen by hovering over the product and selecting Product Dashboard. Please note that you will only see the products that you have access to under the My Products section. If you expect to see one of the products that you do not have here, please contact your primary contact so they can update your account role and your user permissions. On the product dashboard, you can find key documents, key videos, key dates for your testing seasons, and a list of product users and their associated product roles. Each product dashboard follows the same design. As a first step, you will want to make sure that you read the user's manual. This will always be found under the Key Documents section of the product dashboard. We also recommend that you carefully review the key dates, including the testing season windows and the blackout dates, before you finalize any testing schedule to ensure that you will have access to the tools you need when you need them. If you will have proctors who will be assisting with the test administration, you'll want them to also visit the product dashboard and review the directions for administration or the proctor scripts. For CTP and Milestones, you will see separate directions for administrations that can be provided to your proctors. For those that are using SelfWise or Check-in Survey, the proctor scripts will be included in the user's manual. There is also a proctor video in the Key Video section on each dashboard that we encourage proctors to review before they begin their testing sessions. On each of the product dashboards, you will also see some other key documents that may be helpful for you as you prepare for testing. Things like technical requirements, information about product role descriptions. There are also getting started checklists. For products such as the CTP, you'll also see things like the test content specifications and test timing for both the paper and for online. Just as a reminder for those that are using CTP, make sure that you choose paper or online under the Key Documents section to make sure that you have the correct user's manual and directions for administration. At the top of each product dashboard, you will also notice a product inventory section, which can help you with your ordering plan. If you don't have enough testing packages or paper reporting packages for your upcoming assessments, please select the Purchase tab in the top navigation to navigate to our shop. You can view a separate help video under Resources and Learning, Getting Started, Billing and Ordering to help you work through the ordering process. An important part of the test administration process is making sure that all users who will need to access testing resources, proctor online assessments, or need to review data are listed on your account and have an associated product role with the appropriate permissions. We recommend adding and updating users at least 2 weeks prior to your first testing date. You can see the list of the current users who have access to a particular product at the bottom of the product dashboard page. Here you will see their name as well as their product roles. In addition, under the My School tab and Contacts and Users, you can see a list of all of the contacts that are listed on your account. You can search by product and you can search by role. We encourage you to review the Role Definitions tab in our Resources and Learning section to make sure you understand the various roles and access that users can have. Once you click on that role definitions link, it will take you to the Getting Started section of our resource library, specifically to the Contacts and Users area. There are articles that you can read, as well as very helpful videos that will help you make sure that your users have the roles and the permissions that they need. Once you've added your users, reviewed your user's manual, and set your testing dates, now you're ready to begin preparing for your test administration. For CTP paper users, you will only need to navigate to the comprehensive portal to complete your post-test administration procedures. So the next part of this video will be focused heavily on those of you that are using on our online tools. To navigate to the test administration portal, you can do so through the product dashboard by clicking on the Test Admin Portal link. You can also do that through the My Products main navigation by hovering again over the product that you'll be using and selecting Test Administration. CTP, Milestones, SelfWise, and Check-in Survey all use the same test administration portal. Once you navigate to the Comprehensive portal, you'll land on our portal login page. For our online users, there are some helpful resources here. First, we have your Check Readiness button. On our Check Readiness screen, you'll have information on a system check, the ability to evaluate your network, and ability to do some advanced troubleshooting and other readiness tasks. It's important that you connect with your technical team to review this information well in advance of your planned testing sessions. Once you've checked your readiness, the next step will be to download the secure browser. On the Download Secure Browser screen, click on the Show All Platforms to read the instructions for the particular device that you will be using. Please note that iPads are not supported for CTP online at-home testing. If you're interested in showing students some sample questions for CTP or Milestones, or what the online testing platform looks like for any tool user, you can click on Demonstration Tests. Here you will see selections for both levels 1 and 2 for Language Arts and Mathematics, and for levels 3 through 6 for Language Arts, Math, and Science. In addition, you also have information on our text-to-speech accommodation, and here you can see a sample of how that feature works. Once you're ready to continue with your test preparation procedures, you can click Login to enter the Comprehensive portal. Once on the Comprehensive portal homepage, please take the time to read the important messages on this page. This information will change over the course of a testing season, so we do encourage you to check back frequently. The next step will be to make sure that all students who will be testing online are entered into your Comprehensive portal. To do that, you'll click on the Students tab. Once in the Students tab, you can browse students by their status, by their grade, or by their last name. You can also do an advanced search on other metrics. If you know that you need to add students to your account, in the upper right-hand side, you'll have an option to add individual students or to upload students as a group. To add individual students, simply click on the word New. On the next screen, you'll enter the required information that is denoted by an asterisk. You can enter additional information in there for your record keeping or for other reporting purposes. With regard to student ID, you'll want to provide a number or an alphanumeric combination. This is decided as a school, and it can be a number associated with your student information system or a number that is unique to ERB. Please keep in mind that student IDs need to be unique to each student, and that students will be identified by this number in our ERB reporting system. Ensure that a knowledge keeper documents the pattern for this student ID to be used for future student entrees. This will help with data consistency and record management. Within a student's profile, you can also assign accommodations, including extended time or text-to-speech. Once you've entered all of the relevant information, please be sure to click Save in the upper right-hand corner. If you'd like to import a batch of students, simply click on the Import button. On the next screen, you'll see important information at the top of the page on how to complete this task. You can also download step-by-step instructions as well as a sample file. Once you're ready to proceed, you can download our template to fill out the information that you'll need for your student profile. Once you've completed your template, You'll simply choose that file and select Import. You'll be all set. If there are any issues with the upload, they will be reported here under Import History. For CTP paper users, please note that your student information will be imported into your system once answer documents have been scanned and scored. It is very important to ensure that student IDs are accurately included on the answer documents before submitting for scoring. If you need to make changes to a student who is already in your system, you can simply search for that student, or you can navigate to the alphabetical list and choose them from the list of students available to you. Simply click on the student ID number, and you'll be presented with the student profile. On the upper right-hand side, you can select Edit Profile and make the changes that you need. Once you've made those changes, be sure to click Save. Additionally, if you have students who have multiple records within your system and you'd like to merge those records to have all of your testing information in place for one student, simply click the Merge button on the upper right-hand side and follow the steps listed on this page. If you have any questions about updating a student record, please don't hesitate to reach out to our ERB support team. The next step is your test administration. For paper users, you will follow the instructions in the CTP Paper User's Manual to securely distribute your testing materials and to prepare for test day. For our online users, your next step is to create a test administration. To create a test administration, you'll simply click on the Tools tab and Test Administrations. Before creating a new test administration, it's important to confirm that there are no existing test administrations for the particular product that you wish to use. You can do this by looking at the list of test administrations on the lower half of your screen. If you do need to add or open a new test administration, simply click on the New button on the right-hand side. On the next screen, you'll see the various product packages that you can use to create a test administration for. In this demonstration, we will use our CTP Online Testing Package. You can easily click between the other options by simply clicking those radio buttons. Once you've selected your package, you'll enter the estimated number of students that you will be testing during this test administration. Once you've made your entry, go ahead and click Save. On the next screen, be sure to read the information in the yellow box and confirm that the information is correct. If you'd like to change the name of the test administration for any reason, you can simply choose the Edit button, and then you can make this edit on the edit screen, provide any updated information that would be relevant, and then click Save. Once you've confirmed all of this information is correct, you can click Return, and you can now see that this test administration is open and available for students to begin testing. If you need to create an additional test administration, you'll follow those same procedures by clicking New, selecting the appropriate product package, entering your number of testers, and then clicking Save. Once that information is confirmed, again, you'll return to that main screen and you'll see that you now have multiple test administrations active and ready for testing. Once your test administration has been opened, the next step will be to instruct proctors to create the test sessions on the morning of the day that you will be administering your online assessments. To create a test session, you'll click on the Test Delivery tab. You will enter a session name and select a test administration. Keep in mind that if you have multiple test administrations open, you'll want to select the appropriate test administration for this particular test session. Once that's been chosen, you will go ahead and select the subject for your students that they will be testing on that day. Please note, for check-in survey and SelfWise, there is only one option. We strongly encourage you not to select all subjects for CTP and Milestones, as that will require students to select it themselves. Once you've made your selection, you'll simply click Create Session. Once your students are ready to test, they will enter the test session number into their online browser. Please note that proctors will need to create a new test session for each of the subjects that you are testing on within each testing day. For security purposes, test sessions automatically close at midnight each night. If your students did not finish their test session and will return to testing on the same day. They can use the same session ID and they will pick up where they left off. If they will be returning to testing another day, you will create a new test session and students will still pick up where they left off. Again, proctors can view the proctor video found on the product dashboard in MyERB for a complete review of proctoring the online CTP, Milestones, check-in survey, and SelfWise. Once you've completed testing for both paper and online users, you will continue with your post-test procedures. For our online users, once you've completed all of your testing, as well as any makeups, you will want to close your test administration. To do that, simply click on the Tools tab, return to Test Administrations, and select the test administration which is now complete. On the Test Administration Detail page, you'll see the option to click Close Test Administration on the right-hand side. Once you've confirmed that test administration is closed, proctors will no longer be able to create test sessions for this particular product and tool. We do encourage you to close your test administrations once all of testing is complete. However, if you forget, don't worry, ERB will close them for you at the end of the testing season. For check-in survey and SelfWise users, you can opt to leave the test administration open all year to allow for the greatest flexibility with your use of those tools. For our paper CTP users, once you have completed all of your testing, including makeups, and secured your testing materials and answer documents, you will need to prepare your answer documents to return to ERB for scanning and scoring. For detailed information on how to do this, you can refer to your CTP user's manual. As you prepare to return your documents for scanning and scoring, you will need to create a barcode return sheet. That can be done under the Tools tab and selecting Barcode Return Sheet. Once on this screen, please be sure to read the important information at the top of the page. From there, you'll choose your test administration. Your reporting package will already be chosen for you, and it's important to include an accurate answer document count so that we can match the number of documents that are received with the number that you've said we should receive. Once you've entered that information, you can click Download Barcode Return Sheet PDF. This will download the information for you, which will include detailed shipping instructions, the barcode return sheet, which will need to be included in every box, which include your documents. This also includes information about the shipping address as to where you should return your documents for scoring. For our paper users, once your score sheets have been scanned and are ready to be reported, you may receive an email indicating that you have import errors. If you receive this email, you'll want to click on the Tools tab and select the Import Errors. Please read the instructions at the top of this page and address any items that need attention. If you have any questions about your import errors, please reach out to our ERB support team. Now that testing is complete, our online scorers will receive their data within 24 to 48 hours. This data can be found in 360 Access. To navigate to 360 Access, simply click on My ERB in the top navigation. You can log into 360 Access through My ERB, either using the tile that you'll see under the My Products section, through the product dashboards, on the View Reports link, or under the My Products section in the main navigation, either at the bottom of this immediate screen or within each of the product drop-down menus. For our paper users, scoring takes approximately 4 to 6 weeks. Just one quick note about scores for our paper users. If you log into 360 Access and don't see the data that you expect to see, please make sure that you've resolved all of your import errors. Once your import errors are resolved, you may need to navigate to Test Administrations and then select that test administration and make sure that your reports are enabled. You can do that on the Test Administration Detail screen and simply click Enable Reports. If you have any questions or continue to have difficulty, please reach out to our customer support team. You can reach us easily by selecting the question mark on the upper right-hand side of your MyERB portal. Here you can create a help request and reach out to us with your question. Our customer support team also offers webinars on pre-test administration procedures, which you'll be able to access by selecting Resources and Learning, Getting Started, Test Administration, and you can choose our Getting Started checklist. And on that checklist, under the Need More Help section, you'll find a link to our test administration webinar. Thank you very much. We wish you the best of luck with your testing this season.